Hello and welcome to episode 26 of Series 4 of Master League Story Mode. And today's episode will almost certainly be titled something along the lines of Absolute Catastrophe, or Is this the battering that will destroy our season, or Please stop, they're already... Yeah, it's the PSG followed by Marseille episode that we've been sort of in a way looking forward to, sort of in a way really dreading. And the last episode wasn't exactly the build-up that we needed. So let's get straight in and look at the sides. So the last episode wasn't great, and as a result of the poor performances, Pussetto's position as a starter, well, it was questioned, and it went out to the patron vote on Patreon, and a resounding 72% of the co-authors and producers on Patreon, they said, nope, Pussetto loses his spot. And there was quite a few different suggestions of who would play up there. And looking today at the players available, it looks like it's going to be Yann Clermont coming in. Doesn't actually change our team spirit at all, which is very strange. Let's have a look at Yann, just remind ourselves of his stats. He's not a great passer, but he is a good finisher. He's pretty quick, and he's strong as well. I'm tempted, though, to switch these two round. And if Ibi Lopez out on the right, being as he's a much better passer than Clermont, well, he'll be in there as a sort of centre-forward with Dory. I think that probably works a little bit better. So we'll stick with that. Ibi Lopez out on the right wing. It's not really what we discussed, but what we do know is Pussetto has not done enough to keep his spot, so he drops to the bench for the first time. Let's not forget, we signed him almost a full season ago, and he has not managed to score a single league goal, which is just simply not good enough. So, that's our team out of the way. Oh my good God. We are inviting a team packed full of talent, all the way from Paris to Clermont. Actually, I have no idea how far that is, but, I mean, this is going to be tricky, and that is a massive understatement. Let's have a look at the bench first. Well, they've got Phil Jones, that's a good signing, he doesn't start. Mesut Ozil, he doesn't start. Lucas Moura, he can't get in the team. Even Kylian Mbappe, he can't get in there either. Thiago Motta, Marquinhos, they don't even make the bench. And then let's look at this starting three. Obviously that front three, oh, this is going to be brutal. This is going to be brutal. Alcibiade against Neymar. Please, everyone, take a moment now just to pray to the Lord God, Emi Buendia, for Alcibiade's safety in this game. At least he's on a blue arrow. Maybe we need to worry more about Ruben Duarte, who's on a downward arrow and is marking Angel Di Maria. How will Doulin and Incham get on against Rabiot and Verratti? That is such a good central midfield partnership. And then Clermont in today, well, he starts on a blue, which is it's a good way to introduce himself to the side, but he's got to come up against Thiago Silva and Kim Pepembe. I've never heard of him before, but he's 81 rated. In fact, their lowest rated player, well, except for Hatem Ben Arfa, I think that's probably because they're playing him at attacking midfield, so he's only 79 there, is Areola. Areola? Isn't that a rude... Anyway, he's only 80 rated, so Clermont, this would be a great time to score your first goal. We do then obviously have Pussetto off the bench as an option. Gouffran, if we happen to score a goal, maybe we shut up shop with Masuema. Koyalapu, Malero, they don't really look up for it. Well, let's get into it. So perhaps the smart option here, in front of the home fans, would be to shut up shop. Park le bus, le autobus, and just try and make this not embarrassing. We don't want a cricket score that is going to ruin our confidence for the rest of the season. We've started well, haven't really played any of the huge sides yet. This is the biggest test by far. I mean, this will be the biggest test, except for maybe when we go to Paris for the return leg. But, well, it's an occasion for the Clermont fans at least. And as we've said before, I'm sure this time last season, they never dreamed that they would be here up against these world-class players. So hopefully we can put on a bit of a show. And if not that, then not get embarrassed. Zagadou, nice ball into Lopez. He's moved out onto the far wing now. Dory, first time into Incham. This time he goes up against Rabiot. Little chip ball into Ibi Lopez. Oh, it's gone through to him. Ibi Lopez now with the right foot effort. Oh, it took a good save. To be fair to Ibi, took a great save. Clermont does his best to get away from Dani Alves. Into Wellington Nem. Steps away from his man. Oh, why are you so slow, Ibi? Don't know what happened there. That was weird. Now we need to watch the break. And the ball over to Angel Di Maria is well tracked by Zagadou, but Di Maria will get there first. Then Zagadou showing the strength that we love. And then he fires out a classy ball to Alcibiade out on the right. Lopez lays it first time into Incham. And that's great speed. Puts it over the top looking for Clermont. Dani Alves does enough, but Clermont gets a foot in. Cuts back inside, away from Dani Alves. Round the corner into Wellington Nem. Oh, he's taken out there, but Dory into the box still. That's a referee. Referee, back for a free kick here. Well, we've started at quite a pace. And PSG don't seem to know what to do with this. We've been passing it well. Caramo's look dangerous. Wellington them stepped away, just did enough to get it away from Thiago Silva. And what a time this would be for Ivi Lopez to score his first kick, and for me, personally, to score my first kick in PES. Just enough to get it over the wall, hopefully. It's on target. Oh, that just hit the head of someone in the wall. That was going in. I thought we'd done that just right. So it's Ncham over this one. He's going to look to swing this one out. He's got Zagadou in the centre. It's well weighted. Zagadou's there. Ooh, a little bit shaky defending there from PSG. Alcibiades going short for this one. Back to Ncham. Couldn't see any options there. Ben Arfa with him. Has to turn away from his countryman to the line. Chips it up. Oh! Straight across the goal there from Ivi Lopez. This is great play here to start the half from Clermont. Olivier Ncham has come out the bit between his teeth. Great play there. Takes Ben Arfa to the line. And Ivi Lopez flashes it across the goal. Neither Karamo or Dori can get any sort of touch to it. But yeah, I mean, 10 minutes in, and we're certainly looking the stronger side so far. Ivi Lopez tracking Neymar. It's a good ball into Cavani, but Doolin straight in there. Alcibiades slots it through the centre into Dori. Back to Wellington Nem. Lets it run through, and then he's away from Verratti. This is good build up here again. We've looked very strong in this one so far. Olivier Ncham, edge of the box. Just a step away from Rabiot, turns back inside. Ncham now onto his right foot. It's charged down, but Dori now. Oh, Thiago Silva gets in there. And then they have to clear wildly again. We've gotten where we want them, lads. Duarte into Ncham. Steps away from Rabiot. That's a horrible foul. And now Dori loses out. It's got to be pulled back. It's got to be pulled back there, referee. Cavani will look to break now. Zagadou read the pass to Di Maria very well. And the sliding tackle is incredible. That is epic, epic Spartan work there. Oh, Duarte. What a challenge. We are playing some incredible defensive football here. Ncham out to Duarte. Can he find Ncham again? He can. Can get a cross in. It steps away from Mbembe. For the far post. Dori, can he keep it alive? Back to Karamo. Oh, Rabiot. Not a very convincing clearance. Ncham long distance. Oh my god. Oh my god. We are playing incredibly. This is probably the best performance we have seen from Clermont Foot this season. How we haven't found a goal, I do not know. Imagine being a native of Clermont-Ferrand today. The pride and the passion they must be showing in the stands. Can we keep this going for another 45 minutes? Surely PSG are going to come out with a renewed vigour. I'm sure the coach will get them playing again. Maybe, I mean, they've got incredible changes on the bench to make. But surely the Clermont Foot players will feel now this game is for the taking. Rabiot into Ozil. Now Neymar. They've got so much attacking talent on this pitch. Decore gets there ahead of him. And now Karamo can bring it forward. Yann Karamo in today for his first start. What is that? Almost actually worked. You'll get to that one. Now into Dori. Oh, just wasn't enough on the pass. Neither of them had anywhere near enough on them. Decore gets that well ahead of Cavani. Oh, lovely ball in from Dori. Now Karamo gets it back. Ball inside to Doolin is a cheeky one. He'll slip it into Dori. Away from Thiago Silva with the left foot effort. Areola with an easy save. And we get our first opportunity of the half. Alcibiades is having a great game. Up against Neymar today. Doolin on Cavani. Spreads it wide and now to Di Maria. Duarte gets there and it's off Di Maria. Think out for a goal kick. Can we keep defending of this quality going? I don't know. Bernardoni. Up to Dori. Wins it into Nem. Ball out wide to Duarte is on. He can slip it through into Karamo. One-on-one now, Yann Karamo. Oh, and he slips it past Areola. And that is a debut goal for Yann Karamo. His first debut, well, not his debut, but his first start. And, whoa, he slipped that away well. It's not even his first start, is it? I'm too excited. I'm just too excited. But big Yann Karamo slipped that away with the coolness and calmness of a veteran centre-forward. And, well, you've got to say the goal was coming. This has not been a shock to the Clermont Foot fans. Duarte getting forward for the first time and he slipped a perfect ball in. He gets there ahead of his man and it's a lovely finish. Low and hard and accurate. And Yann Karamo picks the perfect opportunity to score his first goal in the red and blue of Clermont Foot. Oh, look at this. The first touch is gorgeous. And actually the finish, just a little poke with the outside of the boot. Absolutely gorgeous. Come on. Well, Karim Diakra now has got to feel there's another goal in this for Clermont. But do we sit back? Could that be the worst possible thing we could do? I think it probably would be. So I'm not going to do that. Alcibiade desperately trying to get back. He sees Neymar making the run. Doucouré's pulled out to fill in. That's going to leave space in the centre. Ozil can't dribble through. And it's going to be pulled back for a foul here on the majestic German, who's made the move to PSG. Not an unlikely real-life move, to be honest. Now, please, Bernardoni, don't do what you always do. Oh, no, we've spread it right. That's smart play there. Oh, we missed that one. Verratti now inside. Danger here. Doolin can't get there. Oh, you're kidding me. That was a mistake. Oh, dear. Well, let's have another look at that. That is unfortunate in the extreme. Dani Alves clearly putting a ball up to the far post. Edinson Cavani goes over everyone's head. Bernardoni couldn't get there. That is ridiculous. Not even the... I would say it's the first shot they've had on target this half, but it wasn't even a shot. Insane. Incham steps away from Ozil. That's not a good ball. Oh, Caro can't get there. Verratti now. PSG starting to just shift into 6th gear. Duarte makes a mistake. Ball in. Cavani gets there ahead of Doucouré. Oh, God. Oh, God, stop it. What do we do? Do we go defensive? I haven't decided. I can't decide. 73 minutes. Oh, I still think we can win this. Come on. Long ball, looking for Dorry. He'll battle with Thiago Silva. Wins the header. Incham keeps it moving. Nem ball over the top, looking for Caramo. Oh, he takes it down. Jan Caramo now with the left foot. Yes! Yes! Get in there, Jan! Get in there, Jan, my son. Oh, and it's the dream scenario here for the young Jan Caramo. Signed from Inter in the summer for a very, very big salary. And a pretty decent pretty decent transfer fee as well. Oh, blown away by that finishing. He's had 2 chances and he's taken them both well. Wellington then this time, it's a hopeful ball up, but he gets there ahead of his man and then finishes it beautifully on the left foot this time. Keeper couldn't get there. Let's take another look at that. You've got to appreciate the way that he just gets his body in front of the man in the air. Gorgeous take on the chest. It looked like it was going too wide. And crucially, what he did is he put some height on that one into the top corner off the left foot. And now surely we've got to go defensive here. So unsurprisingly now, Corinne Diacre playing her hand. And it's Massawema on for Dorry. We're going with 2 defensive midfielders. Pussetto comes on as well for a few extra legs. And yeah, can we hold on here? Well, we're going to have to go defensive now with 15 minutes left. But not too defensive, actually. We'll keep it middling. Just try and hold him off. Saavedra on as well for Duarte, who's had a good game. Saavedra's first task is to play it out there for a throw to PSG. They'll be very keen, I'm sure, to get back into this one. Dani Alves. Oh, too much space, too much space. Don't let him get the cross in. Doucouré, good header. It's out to Verratti, though. He'll put it into the box, and Cham gets the header in. Bernardoni will get his gloves to this one. And, oh, that's no good. That's no good at all. Doucouré under... Neymar. Oh, my God. No. Ozil into Cavani and Cham. Great work from Olivier and Cham. Now Massawema, the substitute, brings it forward. Considered the pass there, but he'll put it wide to Wellington Nem. Caramo in an offside position. Wellington Nem pokes it in, looking for Pussetto, the substitute. What a time that would be to score your first goal there, Pussetto. Wellington Nem. Oh, great work. Just keep possession. That is beautiful. No panicking there from Nem. That is an experienced head. And now Doucouré. Bloody hell, that was close. Saavedra into Wellington Nem again. He'll look to keep possession. Away from Verratti, gives away the foul. Oh, Wellington Nem. Oh, you beautiful little Oompa Loompa, you. Just done enough. That is smart, intelligent play. And let's not forget, he's 27 years old. He knows what he's doing. And he knew what he was doing definitely there. Just keep possession. 89 minutes gone now. He knows what to do. Into the corner here. As we look for a famous victory here for Clermont foot. Doolin holds it off as well. Time is now up. Saavedra. Down the line into Doolin. He's not going to get there, but Dani Alves. Oh my God. And Doolin's given away a foul. Surely, though, the next kick of the ball will herald in... I mean, it's got to be Clermont foot's biggest ever victory. Most important victory. And it's at home in front of the fans. Come on! Jan Caramo suddenly becomes a Clermont foot legend. Instantly, they are chiselling the statue of him now to go outside the ground. And obviously, the players celebrate with him. Even the PSG fans will know how much this means. And even the PSG players, they'll be celebrating with him. Yann Karamoh is the man of the hour. And yeah, 2 very well taken goals. I mean, we started off at an incredible pace. Ivi Lopez could have put us ahead in the 3rd minute. And then, well, then we know what happened. It'll go down in folklore. Many years from now, as granddads tuck in their grandchildren, they'll be telling tales of this game. Of Yann Karamoh's incredible double against one of the strong, if not the strongest team in world football. It's the stuff that fairy tales are made of. And it was a great performance. Even at the end, to keep the ball so well, Wellington Nem, you've got to give him respect. He was excellent. Could have given possession away, been hitting the break. But PSG just didn't know what to do. Many expecting, I'm sure, Creeg Diacre not to go for this one, but she went for it. Double, triple, quadruple, as much as you might think she would. And it caught him off guard. And it's all we needed to get an amazing, amazing win. Incroyable, as they say en France. And that puts us up into the Europa League spots. And it drops PSG off the top of the table. They're still 9 points ahead of us in the league. And things are not going to get any easier as the team that replaced them is Marseille. Why does that ring a bell? Oh yeah, we're playing them next. Oh dear. At least we get a nice long break. But we are travelling to Marseille for this one. We won't have the 12th man that is the Clermont foot fans. That surely was what got us over the finish line in that difficult last few minutes of that game. First of all, though, we do need to look at the negotiations. I'm pretty sure we're having trouble scouting. We're looking for a right back. We found a right back. I didn't know we'd found one. Hakima, a Moroccan at Real Madrid. Interesting. Only 20 years old. He's pretty quick. His ball winning's a bit low. We'll wait that out. Santi Mina is another option for a Pussetto replacement. Have we added him to the list? We've got him on the list. What's his release clause? 10 million release clause. He's a possibility. But I think we should look. We'll take another look for a right winger. And as Diddy, a long time commenter on this channel, pointed out, we have been going for young players, but actually, who knows how long we're going to be at Clermont. So maybe we'll look for an experienced right winger who can just give us the quality that Pussetto hasn't. Although, Ivi Lopez, I think, was okay out on the right wing, but it'd be good to have another option, especially if we do sell Pussetto. We'll have a quick look at our team as well. Is there any interest in Pussetto at the moment? I'm going to put him on the transfer list just because I think we might be done with him. We'll see how much we can get for him. He does have a market value of 9 million, so we might be able to pick up 10 million. Should be pretty impressive. So, can we repeat the heroics of the PSG game? Well, we'll notice here that Yann Karamoh, there he is. He starts there. Ivi Lopez, well, he's being farmed out onto the right now, I think permanently. Again, not a native right winger. I think he's better than Pussetto out there. I mean, in theory, Pussetto is much better. He's 77 rated out on the wing. Ivi Lopez, only 71. But yeah, Pussetto just never does well for us. There's such thing as players who are better than their overall rating, and it certainly goes the other way. And Ivi Lopez definitely doesn't feel like a 77 rated player to me. Other than that, well, we've got to stick with this 11, really, who overcame the odds in the last game. Wellington Nem was excellent. Dorry didn't get a sniff, but he put himself about, as you'd expect. And Yann Karamoh, well, what more is there to say about him? Up against top of the table Marseille. On first glance, they don't have the quality of PSG. I mean, not even on first, second, third, all the glances, they obviously don't have the players that are rated as highly. And there's not much in it at the top of the table either. But they do have Dimitri Payet. Obviously, he's going to be dangerous. And then Thauvin out on the right wing as well. Be putting crosses in for a man who appears to have more forehead than the rest of his face. I don't know anything about Jermaine, but if the length of his head is anything to go by, then he's definitely tall. And that's going to be dangerous with those two excellent crosses of the ball on either side. And then in the midfield, I don't know. I mean, Olivier Ncham held his own against Rabiot and Verratti, so bring it on. These Clermont foot players must be riding still on the wave of emotions after an incredible victory. It cannot be overstated how against the odds that win against PSG was. And it wasn't even the fact that it was just a win, it was a domination. It was incredible. Can we do it again today? Well, I hope so. Bernardoni will put it into the Marseille sky. First chance for Dorry to test Dorry, and he wins it. Oh, what a touch from Wellington Nem! And he releases Ruben Duarte. Can he get a ball in? Cuts inside of Thauvin. Still Duarte. Into Karamoh. Look to curl it. Oh, I just couldn't quite get it out of his feet there. Ball into Karamoh again. Oh, right. Okay, what happened there is I beat the guy with Duarte, and then I powered up a ridiculously powerful low cross. Had to cancel it. Didn't have the dexterity of fingers to find the pass into Caramo, which would have been a simple one. And the move broke down, and we lost an incredible opportunity there. Great work by Wellington Nemno. That first touch was absolutely beautiful. Oh, Caramo gets a foot in, and it's a big foot from the man who scored in the last game. He'll put a ball around the corner looking for Dorry. But Doria under pressure. Doria now into the box. Doria does enough. Dorry versus Doria. Marseille looking to string together some passes here. Good ball in from Payet. Lovely back heel into Lopez. He'll get a shot away. Zagadou with the block. Not cleared, and Cham can't get the challenge in. Jermaine into the box. Doolin gets it down on the chest. Fires a clearance away, but it's nowhere near long enough. And the shot comes in from Sansom. Oh, off the bar. Bernardoni nowhere to be seen. Oh, Dorry. What a slide tackle that is. Lopez into Nem. Turns his man easily. Dorry. Can he find a Clermont shirt? No, but he's somehow managed to steamroller his way through. Caramo now will hit it first. Oh, my word. I don't believe it. Oh, please. I think I might have just done an unfortunateness in my trouser area. That was insane. Insane. I'm just lost. I think I might have crashed. I need resetting. This maybe was better than the 2 goals against PSG. Dorry had no right to get there. Just about managed to squeeze it into Caramo. Hits it first time. Curls it beautifully into the top right-hand corner. And it's 3 goals now in 2 games for a man who, well, until the start of this episode, was bench fodder. And we maybe would have given him 10 minutes at the end of the game, but he has proved his worth almost instantly, scoring more goals than Pussetto in 2 games than Pussetto has scored in a full season. 3 times as many goals for Maths fans. Oh, can we keep it together now? I don't know if I can. Jermaine now isolated. Has to go back to Payet and then Sansom. This is good play into Evra. Now Jermaine, this is nicely worked. Payet has got away from Alcibiade. Has to turn back inside. Does Alcibiade again. Oof. Duarte, good header away. Wellington Nem. Oh, puts himself on the line. Still not cleared though. Oh, Zagadou, great work. And then he brings it away from Thovan. That's lovely from the big centre-back. And now Jan Caramo into Dorry. He can slip Caramo in again. Jan Caramo now into the box. What's he got, the youngster? Oh, this time Doria does enough. Duarte keeps it in. Looks to take on Sakai. Great turn of pace from the left back. Whips it in. Caramo's there. Oh, could have been 2 there. And we are terrorising defences today. Marseille looking to get a bit of possession under their belts here towards the end of this half as they are shell-shocked. Much like PSG, I don't think they expected us to come out at quite a pace. Oh my God. Off the post there. That could have easily been 1-1. Payet now. Last chance potentially here of this half for Marseille. Ivi Lopez can't get there. And it is 1-0 here in Marseille. Absolute scenes again. And who is it? It's that young lad. It is Jan Caramo. Unbelievable. Marseille putting together some good passes here. Comes Mitroglou, the substitute. Gets a shot. Shit. Well, not much you can do about that. That's an incredible hit. Almost his first touch of the half, Mitroglou. On for Jermaine in this second half. Maybe we didn't close him down enough here. Zagadou gave him a little bit too much space. And he has leathered that one, and it's honours even here. Oh, and Cham wins it again. Lovely back heel there. Nem now into the box. Steps away from Sertic. And then away from Thovan. Wellington Nem gets the shot in. Falls to Caramo. He can't get it out of his feet. Out as far as Doolin. He'll hit this one first time. Lovely save. Oh, a goal from Doolin would be a rare and beautiful thing, but it wasn't quite to be there. 58 minutes gone, and this is turning into quite a game. Sansom into Mitroglou. Don't give him space. Don't give him... What are you doing? Got to be kidding me. What are you doing? Zagadou stood off. Has he not learnt his lesson? Oh, my God. What's happened there? Just gave him too much space. I don't know what he was expecting him to do. By the time he got into him, the shot came in. Bernardoni couldn't hold it. And somehow we're behind here. 2 efforts from Marseille. We don't deserve this. So corner here from Payet. We've made the substitutions. Pussetto and Kualapu on. Malero gets it away. We need to get the ball back. And Jam can't get it from Sertic. Into the box. Shot comes in. Come on, this is it. Last chance saloon here. Pussetto can't get there. And now Campus will keep this in. Malero! Oh, God. It's another corner here. Looks like it could be time up. Be great to get a first goal for Kayalapu today. I'd love to see that, but with only a minute left, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Duarte, great tackle. Can he keep it in? He can. Kayalapu back out to Duarte. It'll be a final chance for a cross here from the Spaniard. Decore at the far post. Karamo only header it away. Nem pokes it in. Back to Malero. Chips it in, looking for Dorry. The header. Should have let it fall. Should have let it fall. You fool! Well, it wasn't to be, but my word, did we make a good go of it. Oh, 2 incredible goals. Well, no, the Mitroglou one was good, but the second goal, should never have let that go in. Zagadou just didn't make his mind up. Just watched. Mitroglou did exactly the same thing that he did before. Can't believe we didn't come away with at least a point today. I think Marseille definitely did enough to say that they deserved at least a point themselves, but that is gutting. That is really gutting. To come away with 3 points from the 2 games against the big guns, you can't really argue with that, but it should have been a point there, I feel. We had chances at the end to bring it level as well. Dorry at the end just needed to just show a little bit more composure, let it drop. It was a great ball in from Malero, finding Dorry all on his own. Well, we drop into 8th. How far are we above the relegation zone, are we? We are 12 points ahead of Dijon, so that's great. Nancy Lorraine still only managed to get 1 win, and they've only scored 5 goals, so Honorat obviously not having the best of times still. So there we are, Jan Karamo straight to the top of the goal rankings with 3 in 2 games. What an incredible 2 games he's had. He has been excellent. So as we can see here, Jan Karamo is a 50% success rate across 2 games. Lovely, lovely work from him. Dorry winning a lot of the aerial battles as you'd expect, and Olivier Ncham doing good work, winning the ball back in the centre of the pitch. Olivier Ncham only 78% success rate on his passing though. That's quite low. I guess he's trying to put through some difficult balls. You can't really argue with 87% success rate on his dribbles. I mean, maybe that just says that he's doing some really easy dribbles and then firing long balls to no one, but let's not get too far into that. So we've got to take the positives from this. We got a win against the best team in the league. We dominated, and then we could have easily snuck a point against Marseille. It wasn't to be, but still, 2 great performances from a side who now surely are assured staying in the in Ligue. I don't think there's any question of that now. So there we have it. Disappointing at the end, but still, Dorry, top of the league, and we're 8th. And no one will ever be able to take away that win against PSG. That's going in the imaginary trophy cabinet of trophies that don't exist but are still pretty cool. Just like Arsenal's 4th place trophy, which I'm a big fan of. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit.